There's a very important point I'd like us to start with. That way we get to talk about the hazard aspect of using your phones and gadgets. It's about people who plug and use their devices. And it's that bad where they plug it and they even use it to make calls while it's plugged to power source. Because you're actually double as an electrical engineer, I know you understand current, wave, radiation, and how it works. Tell us, why is it dangerous to have your phone plugged and at the same time you're making calls with it?
Yeah, firstly, plugging your phone and using it at the same time. The concept alone, first of all, you have to be close to the power supply, which is terrible. Connecting and using at the same time, if there's a power surge, normally what flows into our normal usable electric supply is 220 volts AC. But now you're not using that. There might be a surge, or power system is not that reliable. There's surges here and there, high voltage, and the rest of those. And now you're using your device while it's plugged in. If that surge happens to happen at that point in time, not only do you lose the gadget, you also lose your life. Like the scenario you painted earlier, that lady that lost her life as she was trying to operate her gadgets. Most people, while they operate, they sweat on their palms. Water is a very terrible conductor, but it's a very good conductor when it comes to electricity. It's going to get through, and that's the end. So using your gadgets while they are connected to the power supply is just bad. Apart from the fact that you have to stress yourself in certain positions that are uncomfortable, like bending your neck, twisting your head, bending the cord of the charger, and all those kind of things. Sometimes it's not even that the surge alone was not causing. There was a high surge in current because the cable can even bend. All the four connectors of the wires inside the cable bridge. And before you know, the surge and the rest. So it's all bad. Anyhow you want to paint it, anyhow you want to look at it, it's all bad.
Okay, let's also look at the hazard for your gadget. Now, let's look at the laptop, for instance.
Okay.
It's by default supposed to load into the battery the current, and then it's built that way is different from the desktop because the battery is supposed to save the power,
Yes.
and then afterwards you can use the power saved on the battery.
Yes.
And that way, when it runs down, you charge again. But I've noticed that in Nigeria, the batteries of people who have laptops in this country are always going bad, especially with the laptops, because they charge their laptops defaultly from morning. If they're in the office from morning till night, it's charging.
All true.
And they use it. Tell us why this is very wrong.
Okay. You're not supposed to use your batteries while it's already 100%. There's a reason why those batteries were provided in the first place. First, they were provided in such that there's a power supply, there's power outage, you can keep using your gadgets with an uninterrupted supply, with an uninterrupted usage. Then, you see people, mostly here, they buy gadgets, say 1 year, 6 months, the batteries are bad. Majority of the challenges of people that come with laptops is, I have a faulty battery, I got an original laptop, and they even imported it, blah, 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 and they all tell you that the battery is gone. I think it was a fake battery. In fact, I changed my battery last month, and now it's already bad again. They just keep bringing all this kind
And
of
the same thing happens with phones.
Yeah, over
In short, people charge their phones from dusk to dawn.
And the one of the things we get to know is each battery has a cycle count. Each battery has a cycle count. Now, for every time you charge a device, the count sets. And for every time you charge it, the cell reduces. So it's not always advisable to always charge. It kills it faster.
As a matter of fact, while charging your laptop, the moment it gets to 100%, just disconnect it right away. Disconnect it and start continuing the usage of the battery. Then let's say going down and it's getting to 22%, 20%, then you can replug in again. That way you maintain the charge cycle and you enjoy the lifespan of your battery of your laptop. The batteries are made of lithium polymer batteries, so they're not supposed to be overly charged. The moment it's full, just take it off. Enjoy the usage. That's why it has battery, for goodness sake.
Yes, no.
Okay, and you know the thing about it is, have you ever asked yourself, what happens to those current that flows and can't go into the charger, the device you're charging because it's full?
Yes.
Where does it go to? I've wondered that.
Energy cannot be created and destroyed. You see, so it will still find a way
Yeah.
to light itself.
Yeah.
That's also why the phone gets hurt.
Yes.
Yes, because you're
Because you're
over
over
stressing it.
stressing it,
Power
Yes.
radiation, you see, it starts getting hot. It just finds a way to let go. It converts the electrical energy to something else. You see the same, everything starts getting high, and before you know what's going on. In fact, the batteries begin to swell, so many other things get to happen, and you don't even get to enjoy the laptop anymore. You start complaining that my laptop is slow, my laptop is this, my laptop is that. The power surge alone, the power of charging alone, causes you not to enjoy the laptop. The laptop becomes slow. You discover when you now disconnect the power, you start enjoying a very fast laptop usage again. It's because of overcharging. It destroys the cell unit.
Oh, we could talk about this all day, but we have to get them calling in. Don't worry, we'll do this for 3 weeks. We'll talk about the do's and don'ts. So you get to know those things that you've been doing that are so wrong. Putting your phone in the sun. And why do your phone start with overheating when it wants to go bad? These are things that you get to find out on the show. We'll run this particular topic for 3 weeks so you get to know the do's and don'ts. And by that way, it will save you the stress of always going to these guys. But by the way, you've heard them talk. These guys are good.
Yeah, we're here for you.
They are good. I mean, next time mobile, if you get in there and they don't fix your phone, man, I'm taking you for lunch. No, Skype. To the sky. No. Well, but you need to go there. Seriously. Next time mobile is, if you haven't, they have been around. They are still the same people who own the Next Time supermarket brand. So they've been around for 11 years. They're not just a new brand. Don't worry. Next week we'll be telling you what they've been doing for 11 years and why you're just hearing about Next Time mobile right now. Next week we'll give you more details. But they've been in this phone business for 11 good years and they are not just new. Seriously. So they are the best of best, and you can find, I mean prices. I've compared your prices actually. I checked online. I've roved around to see other people before. Yeah.
Currently the best.
And I was asking Mr. John, how are you people going to make profit with this kind of crash prices like this? Now, wow.
At some point, we're after the customers.
Okay. Anyways, we'll take a break now. When we come back, you're going to call in and win big. Remember, the first person to call in on the show today, you get to win yourself a 5,000 Naira shopping coupon that can be used at any of the 3 Next Time mobile outlets, which is Learning Shopping Plaza, Sani Abacha Road, GRA Phase 4, Port Harcourt, and Waterlines opposite Stanbic IBTC Bank, as well as 17 Room Obiakani Samadi Industrial Layout beside Chicken Republic. Any of these branches working, and you'll be able to use your 5,000 Naira shopping coupon, though terms and conditions apply. Well, so we'll take a break. When we come back, let's get your calls. Tell us what's wrong with your phones and gadgets. We're here for you. This is the Phones and Gadgets Show with your gadget girl, Debbie.
The Phones and Gadgets Show, we'll be right back.
We're gonna win.